Action.
Hi, it's Karen
And Tim.
from Stamping on the Back Porch. Welcome to another weekly Facebook Live. Glad to have you here.
And I get to do a project.
Yeah, Tim hasn't done a project for a while, so he's ready.
And Rusty, so Karen gave me 2 minutes of instructions instead of just 1 minute. So
I have a couple of customer cards to share, or, from friends. This is fun. This is from Connie DeStoli, and I love this sheltering tree. I know many of you have that. It's just a great card with all the fall colors, and our trees don't look like this anymore. We've gotten past that. Now they are just bare here, but some places you might still have color. I absolutely love the autumn. And then this card from Julie Colley, who used the Stampin' Blends on the crumb cake paper. I thought, isn't that fun? And it's that new happy set, whatever it is, that got Color Me Happy. So very fun. The thank you, the birds and the flowers. So
how do you say
those?
How do you say crumb cake in Norwegian?
Oh,
is it krumkaka?
Yeah, we'll see if any of you, I've read that. So, good morning, or good afternoon, Deb, Mickey, Vivian, Lareed, Catherine, Connie, Vanessa, Karen, great. Oh, Karen says her husband bought her speakers for her computer, so she can hear now perfectly. That's wonderful. I'm glad he did that.
Okay.
It's a great thing.
Is it in stereo?
And another Karen, Kelly, Donna. Tina, okay, good.
Probably not.
Linda. So, today, we're going to be talking about Christmas gifts. And I had mentioned we're going to do a bunch of things with the acetate boxes. I called them acrylic ones, and that word just wants to come into mind. So Janice, Brenda, no cards on the mantle, Brenda said. I know, I cleared that off. We had the card class the other night, which was very fun to do, and I had all my assorted things up there. So now it's cleared off, but my floor isn't. But it's going to be cleaned after all this. So, oh, Karen, you can hear us in stereo. And Carol, Renee, and Mary. Oh, Mary's putting up her Christmas plates on the plate rail. Oh, that's great. I bet a bunch of other people have. She's got the Avon Christmas plates. I'm betting a bunch of you have the Norwegian Christmas plates, too, from all those years. If anyone, I had gotten some of those. So, Martha, Kathy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show is an acetate box. Now, this idea has been floating around. It's not my original idea, and I'm not sure to get credit for. But you can use the embossing plates on the acetate boxes, which is just awesome. Oh, Lareed is decorating too. Chris. So I think you can see that pretty well, and we'll move it down in just a second here, but I just wanted to show you this. Isn't that pretty? So the box has the snowflake right in there. And then I filled this with 4 cards. This is a card that we made at one of my last events, and what's really fun about it is it has the little snowman back on the inside. So we just put a bunch of cards in there, and then I think that the snowflake is just pretty fun because it goes not right in the same amount, but it just looks pretty. So I left this just plain. I didn't tie a wrap or do anything with that. So we have Grace. Oh, Deborah, thanks for sharing. You guys that share, that just helps so much. I really appreciate it when any of you are willing to share, so I appreciate that. Chris says it's blurry, and I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking when it gets put down, I think we're ready to put that down. Hopefully it will not be blurry. It might be just that I'm shaking, holding it,
She's nervous. She's never done this before.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Lynn. Okay, and Terry. Oh, thanks, Kathy, for sharing too. Okay, you can bring it down because we'll start looking at things. I'm going to show this first, and then I'm going to show you what I am sending out for gift certificates and for the December gift. So that'll be a different thing. So here is our box. So I have to fit that back in. It's just kind of caught there. Okay, so I'm going to set that little guy aside. And here is the box. So now I'm going to take the box. I'm going to take the shorter side so it will fit in the middle. And then this is going to go all the way in. I'm going to kind of put it in the center. And you can see here there's a little side. I don't want it on the sides. I just want it in the center like that. So let's see if that makes sense. Because when this folds up, I'm going to show this one more time here. When this folds up, these sides will come open. like that. And I want this in the center. And I'm going to have the Stampin' Up! Words and the Sizzix words on the top. And there I can just put it. And that's why when we lay this flat, it looks sideways like that. So I think, oh, thank you, Robin. She shared too. Terry says her blurry comes and goes. Would there be any reason for that? Oh, Catherine suggests to log off and come back on. So I don't know. And thank you, Karen, for sharing. Yeah, Lisa says embossing the box is genius. Yes. And now if I were just the person, the genius that thought of it, but yes, somebody. And so now for this one, I don't want the magnetic platform. That's what we use with the Thinlits, because that's a little heavier. This is thicker. So this is the regular Big Shot platform, but I still have 2 plates, one at the top and one at the bottom. And so you could do boxes for other occasions too. You know, you could just make them fancy anytime you're putting cards in. Okay, and then get rid of that. And when we take this out, isn't that cool? So that's how the box is done. I just think that is a great idea. So you could do flowers and do like Mother's Day or other, you know, whatever kind of fits an occasion. You could do an all-around one. So that is our first idea with the boxes. And Vera, you you shared too. Thank you so much. And Carol, oh my goodness. And Ruth, oh, I really appreciate that. Deborah, her feed says you're live, but all that shows up is a photo and a message. You'll begin soon. And that must be her end. Log out and do it again, I think, because everyone. And these boxes are in the holiday catalog, but they're going to be carried over. So that's great because we can keep getting them. Oh, love seeing the hearts and thumbs up. That's great. And I'm going to show you a bunch of other ideas with these too. So you will, I think, definitely want those.
My turn?
No, Tim.
So anxious.
Tim wants his turn, so we'll wait.
And Holly told me that my project was going to last about an hour today. So.
Yeah, she warned him when he came home because, you know, he had 10 minutes. He warned him that it was really a long thing because he had no idea. And I said, oh, I just have this quick idea, which, of course, he hasn't done. I just quick show him what it is. That's it. Oh, thank you, everyone. So this is, if you order a gift certificate from me, it could be for yourself. And it could be for someone else. I always send a nice card. And the reason you would want to buy a gift certificate from me is that I give free shipping when you buy a gift card. So the reason you might give one to yourself is then you would have a free shipping on that order. So say you did a $50 gift certificate. Come January, you will place that celebration order, get a free stamp set, and have free shipping, if that makes sense. Plus, here's the other thing. You have a lovely card. You see, I have a Starbucks card in here, but instead it's going to be a card from me. But you have a lovely card that you can put in any other gift card from a store. So see, I've also taken care of one of your Christmas gifts. So I just think that's a 3-way win, don't you think? So Lisa says, when is my next card extravaganza class? It's the first Saturday in January. That's right. I need to get that out. So the one we do here in Richfield. But I think this is such a fun design for cards. And when you give gift cards, you know, it's the packaging that makes it fun. So we're actually going to make this as a pattern today. So you'll see the pattern so you can make your own. But I just wanted to show. And as I run out of this paper, the paper will vary. I'm using paper from the Be Merry Designer Series paper, and I just love these little reindeer, but you know, I don't have tons. So whatever you get is going to be really cute.
It's probably my favorite paper.
Tim asked if he could use it on his project today because it's his favorite. No. And I said I already had him cut to make more of these. So is that mean?
Yes.
So I said no.
Yes,
so he couldn't do it because one of you would have to go without, and you'd have to blame Tim.
So my project is going to be lackluster because it's not with reindeers.
But that's okay, because you'll just have to imagine what Tim really had in mind. So I am using tags and trimmings. What I love about this is I love the word enjoy, and then on the inside, it's what's inside that counts, because, you know, then here's what's inside. So I thought it was just very fitting for a gift card, which would also work for birthday or any other occasion. You know, there's nothing that needs to be a holiday about this. Oh, that's interesting, Deborah. Yes, we're going to do instructions right now, and I will also put instructions on my blog by Monday. I have to set myself a goal. I really am having trouble keeping up my blog, but you know, I do have Holly Sutton now as as my personal VA. And boy, am I keeping her busy. So it's all good. So to make this, we're going to start with a half sheet of paper like a card. So we're doing the 4 1/4 by 11. And then I'm going to score it. Kathy said she wants one of these with the reindeer papers. Sorry, you have to miss out, Tim.
Yes.
And then, so here's my little notes here. I'm going to score it at 2 1/2 and 5 1/2. And now remember, I will put these instructions on my blog. And I will really aim for tomorrow. I just can't make guarantees because, you know. So I'm going to, 5 1/2 is in the middle. And so that's kind of easy to remember because, you know, that's typically what a card is. When we do those cards that totally fold back, we usually go right in the center at 2 3/4. But because we want to have room to slip the gift card out, we want this part to be smaller. So instead, we're going to do 2 1/2. So 2 1/2 and 5 1/2 are really easy ones to remember. And then I'm going to fold this one in. So you see how that would be your little gift card thing. And then you can use a circle punch. Mine is a 1 inch, but you could really use any. It could be smaller. So you just use whatever you have to put on that. And then for the inside of the card, I have my white, which is 5 1/4. I guess I don't need that anymore. I will get rid of that.
Okay, what do you call that thing you just put down there?
A scoreboard.
Really? I heard it.
Oh.
I've never heard it called that before.
Oh, I obviously haven't been having him use it. I guess we'll have to do that. And hi, Sarah, Kathy, Sherry, Rita. Yeah, I will. My goal has always been to put all of my Thursday projects on my blog. I'm just behind a few Thursdays, like, you know, a dozen, but, you know, but I'm still working on them. So yes, you can send a check for the gift card. That's how we do it. And then you mail. So when you use a gift card, you have to email me your order anyway. And that's why I can easily give you free shipping. I can't do that, you know, when you just order online. So I thought that's just kind of my little gift to you by doing the free shipping. I am doing what I never do here. I'm being very positive, being very convinced I'm not going to need the background of the paper. I always stamp first and then attach. So if the words are blurry, we're just going to. So here I have just a little strip of the rainbow paper, and this is 1 inch by 4 inches. And this paper is actually in the catalog. So actually, if I've got a bunch of orders, I do love this paper. I'd order another pack so I can do more reindeer paper. It's just if you wait to order on December 20th, I might not guarantee. Okay, and on this, I'm going to, so I'll just work from the inside out here. I'm going to close this up with a little tear and tape. But you see already, isn't this an easy card layout? And so then you can think of making it, you know, with birthday paper, anything else. And Tim, it's called a scoreboard because we're making scoring lines to fold on. It makes sense, but it sounds more like an athletic field thing or something, you know. So.
It's a great name. I really.
Oh, purchasing gift cards is just you purchase them right through a demonstrator if they offer them. Stampin' Up! Does not offer them. That's why I'm just offering them. I print them and make them for any amount you want, and that amount then gets free shipping. If you're giving a gift to someone who needs a catalog,
up to $500.
Yeah, if you are sending one or giving one to someone who needs a catalog, tell me that too, because I always include those if it's for someone else. But it's a great gift idea to suggest to your family for you too. So that's it. There is my basic card. So then I'm just going to decorate this front, and I'm going down 1/4 inches like we talk about. So this part here is, you know, 4 by, must be 3. Yeah, 4 by 3. So then the next layer is going to be 4 by 2 3/4. Just down 1/4. And then the next one will be down 1/4 yet. So it's 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. So if you always remember that 1/4 inches. Oh, and thank you for sharing, Vanessa. Oh, gift cards from me never expire. And you I keep a record of who bought gift cards, so you don't need to, return the gift card. I will have a record. You just send me an email and say that you're going to use it. So it's all good. What was the score at 2.5? This is at 2.5, which makes this 3, because together they'd be 5.5. Okay, that makes sense. So really, here's the card, and now it's to decorate however you want. And you know what? I don't really need to stamp these, so I can stamp later, because I showed you what I did. That totally doesn't need to be done. So then I've taken the layering ovals framelets. They have both the plain circles and the scalloped. I do need Tim. Nancy, my mom is doing great. I just spend a lot of time with her because I'm basically her personal caregiver, so I do her baths, I take her shopping, I kind of do everything, but she's been recovering nicely, so we're just thrilled.
And you wash her clothes.
Tim washes her clothes. He is her personal shopper. He does all of her errand running, fixes things at her place, does anything she needs, and does all the shopping. So, so we are grateful that we are in a place where we can do that. So sometimes it's just hard to fit in other things if I'm going to be with her, it just makes my day shorter. But I like to put glue dots on this half. And of course, you don't want to put them all over. You're going to have a thick postcard. So I want it to be able to open. And I just find glue dots or tear and tape or something, for me, just sticks better, but it really doesn't matter. So there is the card. Now, isn't that simple? Well, Robin, thanks. My hands look like her mom's. I will take that as a compliment. I love, I love if I remind you of something. So as long as you have fond memories, or thoughts of her hands, or she's still living and you like her, as long as it's a compliment. Oh, and what I forgot to put on was the ribbon. Yours will come with ribbon, but I've been showing that similar. I do have the ribbon right here. Okay. So this is it. So keep that in mind if you want to order gift cards. And yes, a gift card does count for the month it's purchased. So if you purchase a $50 gift card, it counts for a December order. Just know that too, and you'll get the December gift. So I wanted to show you, because I do kind of take December off too. It's a holiday, and we just all really need to. I just have to find where, oh, here we go. So I am doing the same thing that I did last year. This is going to be my favorite gift card. It's the world's easiest gift card container. And even though I'm going to show you how to do it, and it's really easy, you're going to love having one of your own, because then you'll always be reminded. There's something about having it physically. Someone asked me a week or two ago what I do with all the beautiful cards that I get. This is one of the things I do. I use my cards. And this is one way I share them with customers in December. And if you like to make cards, I mean, you could just make so many of these. So this is what it comes like. And then we'll open it. And they're all, I mean, they might be like a winter card, but they're not going to be Christmas. So I've already shown this one. I'll just show you what's in this pack, because they all change. So, and they're all a variety. But I have all kinds of gorgeous cards. Some that I've made and some that are from card swaps. So I just put them in these. Here's a fun little Mickey Mouse ice cream cone made from the Thinlits that go with the Cool Treats. I think that's fun. And then, and I want you to notice as I'm putting these in, how this ribbon is what holds them in. So it's not, and then here is the ever popular, whatever that's called. I can't even think of that, but yeah, isn't that fun? And so we just cards for different occasions. So they could be thank yous, birthdays, things like that, but they won't be holiday. They won't be Halloween, Christmas, or anything like that. So they're general use cards. So now I'm going to make one for here. I'll show you a few more first, and then, so I just think these are just lovely. So here we have with the gold and silver, and then this gold and silver here too. Tina says, yep, you've done this folder. It's been, I have been doing this. I probably started making these 20 years ago. I have several videos that I've done these on, and I just think and I still come back to it. It's just the easiest thing to make. And a gift of 4 cards with envelopes is just absolutely perfect. So one thing I do, because I know that I'm going to do this, sometimes when I get cards in a swap and I want them to go vertically, And I can either easily adapt them or they look perfect. I set them aside to put on fronts of these because, you know, it's just fun to have something just really interesting on the front. So, oh, yes, Debbie said she made some of those from the last class. And I thought, yes, and this is a great last minute idea. You can do this, you know, anytime. So I will actually make one. And for this, I'm going to use powder pink. It is my very last sheet. It went with my card, and it has a little ding in the corner, so I'm going to put that on the inside, so it's not going to matter. Okay? So I'm using a full 8.5 by 11. Well, thanks, Deborah. But Tina said she put 8 cards in them. She's laughing a lot. Well, you could do that. Yours would be much thicker than mine. This is but you really could. But I just figured with 8, and you know, you could do a little spine here. There's other things you could do, but I'm just going for the quick and simple. You know, this is another thing. If you had folders made and just sitting folded up closed, you would have them ready. Just stick in 4 cards and they're ready for a gift if you just found out somebody's coming. Or, you know, that'd be a nice gift if you're going to dinner. Just a nice little host gift. Oh, thank you, Molly. That's a very nice. I'm glad you're here, and what a nice comment. Oh, and Kathy said she made a dozen of them for church craft sale. So, but that's great. Yeah, keep them because they're just a great thing. Okay, so I'm back to my 8.5 by 11. I'm going to score it down the middle, 5.5, and then I'm going to turn it sideways, and I'm going to score it at 2. Okay, we're done with that. And I'll fold this up, and I will fold this. And I'm going to cut. So I'm going to fold it like this, and I'm going to cut, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm cutting. Because once you see that, I could leave it like this, but then it's very bulky at the bottom. So that's why it's just nice to just cut a little bit off. It just kind of looks a little nicer then, and it won't stick out at the side. And then I'll do the same here. So there is the basic. Now I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to do 2 hole punches, and I just have a little cheater thing here because I'm really not measuring. So I have this little piece of paper, and there's about where I'm going to do the hole. I'm not too fussy. I just did this with the first one. And I have a crocodile, which I absolutely love. We used to sell these. We don't anymore, but otherwise just any hole punch. And then I'll flip it over here, and then they'll be generally kind of the same.
What's that called again?
Crocodile. Jim likes, you know, appreciates learning all the lingo. And I'm going to put the glimmer black tape through this one. So tape, the ribbon. Now I'm going to go through this way, because if you'll remember, this is what holds the cards in. So if you notice this, I'm not using any glue, I'm not using any adhesives at all. So this is really, and it's just 1 sheet of cardstock.
Not even any glue dots.
So it's just that, no glue dots, and then just that and ribbon. And this is a pink and black card. I just like to untwist that a little bit here, which would probably be easier if I did that. There, I think that's right. Okay, so I will actually put my cards in before I end up tying this, and then figuring out, well, I might as well. I'll just cut it there, and we'll assume that that's right. And I threw that down. Okay, and then for the cover, this is a leftover card swap that I had made from convention. I found a few more. So what you do is you just cut off the front of the card, and then I am going to layer it on. So this is 4.5 by 5.25. So again, I'm going 1/4 inch bigger. So then this next piece is 4.5 by 5 3/4. Now you can, this one I went even larger, because you'll see that this side, so you can even layer 1 more, because this is black. Anyway, however they work. I don't know if that's making sense, but Okay, so now I'm going to put this on, and again, I love using glue dots on things that get a little more wear and tear on them, but sometimes they show on plain white, so I'm putting my glue dots down that side, and then I'll use snail right there and put that on. And now everything has 2 layers, so now I will go ahead and just be generous with my glue dots because I want this to stick. The other reason I love using glue dots is that I can put it on lightly, and if it didn't go where I want it to, I can change it for a little bit. Brenda, you've been around a long time. She said she hasn't seen this before. You've missed a few of my videos, that's all I can say, and then I'm just going to put this on. And now how fun is that? So isn't that an easy idea? So this is what you're getting with 4 lovely cards if you place a $50 order in my online store or order a $50 gift certificate. That counts too. So any $50 order in December. These are easy. I can make a whole bunch in one evening and be done. And then I love sending these out. And then I'll just share some of my wonderful cards with you. So thank you so much. So keep that in mind. And now I'm almost ready to let Tim show his. Love all the hearts. So wonderful. Okay. I showed the other day, because since I said we were going to be doing the acetate holders today. Now next week I'm going to show some other things. So we're still going to do more gifts, but it won't be the acetate holders. But I had gotten this from Ginny Kaplan. Absolutely love it. And it's got the little Ghirardelli chocolates in here. So I decided to cut a box in half, and it's easy to cut the boxes in half. It's sometimes hard. I guess I don't have a flat box here. Sometimes it's hard to just get over the last little hump. You can cut that with your scissors. But I decided to do one with tea, and I just brought out stuff to do with it because I love that color therapy paper, whatever it is that we can color. I just love the teapots and the teacups. So with the blends, I colored with yellow and green to kind of go with my tea set there. And so this isn't necessarily Christmas. I can make it Christmas, but I'll put a picture on my blog. So this won't. I just took a little Delightful Daisy strip of paper that is, I think, 1 3/4 inches. See, and I'm just going to bring it around like this. Add some of this ribbon. So I'll put the picture on. And then pop this up, and then you could easily just add a little note in there, but for a little birthday, a little get well, just a little, anything. You could go get some really interesting teas. So another idea for just a little gift bag. So using the same, pink and black is really a fun combination. That's what Deborah's saying. So that's great. Okay, so now I will let Tim show his idea with the acetate box. And if any of you noticed, there are a couple chocolates missing from you. I'm just letting you know, because not that Tim had anything to do with it, but yes, he did.
Yes, I did. Okay. My hands. Soon you'll see my face.
That was his subtle hint, or not so subtle, to me to turn it.
Hello. How y'all doing? What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Nothing? I'm blurry. I'm very blurry. I'm blurry. Okay, so further away. Now, there's something new about me. Does anyone
One quick second. Robin is wondering where we get the boxes. They're in the catalog. Okay, so I just had to take care of business. Okay, Tim, back on you.
my flip of my hair, but something else is new. Just anybody know? Okay, what am I doing?
So Tim came home and he couldn't believe that neither Holly nor I made a comment. So
this is not mine.
No.
Where is it?
Oh, right here.
Okay, good. Man.
Okay.
Look at these Ghirardelli chocolates. Oh, here. It's supposed to be down here now. Okay. Anybody? Okay. Not blurry. New glasses, yes!
Oh,
Vicky, you win the prize.
Right there.
Vicky wins the prize.
I think Tim should make you a prize.
Tim should make you what?
A prize.
Okay.
A card.
These are one of those boxes that I really had an enjoyable time folding. Not. But they're kind of cool. I like them. And it's got a hot chocolate in it and 2 Ghirardelli chocolates. And we got ribbon. We got paper that we're going to punch out, and we're going to connect it to this. And we're going to stamp it.
Sharon just suggested that you and I dress up like Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
Tim would love to do that. Me, not so much.
Not so much. Okay. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of a mess. Okay, here we go. We're going to eat, drink, and be merry. And not 3 times. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I made a mess.
That's okay.
It's okay. My favorite wood blocks.
Do any of you use wood blocks? This was ordered by mistake because I don't buy the wood blocks anymore, but I did this time.
Okay, pretty good. It's a keeper. Now we're going to do this. How do you do it? Oh, this end. Okay, we're going to line that up. That's not going to work. Why is this? What's the problem here?
Does this one not fit the thing?
What did I do? What did you do?
I don't know. Maybe
she designed this and it doesn't fit.
Oh, well, I didn't design it. I just said this would work. This would make sense. Does it fit this way?
No. Does it? Maybe.
I think it does.
We are.
And now you know it's not rehearsed.
There's somebody calling your other phone to complain about. Oh, here.
Okay, so good enough is good enough. That's kind of our motto.
Okay, good enough is good enough.
So
no, not good enough. But
sure
it's gonna be.
And you know, it's from the set. I just assumed they all worked with it.
Maybe
because
not.
It's that one where we did that really lovely birthday card.
I think it's beautiful.
Okay, so anyway,
I think it's beautiful.
It'll work.
Okay, so now we are going to. What do I do it with? This.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and do I put it on there? This really was.
Well, you might want to put this on first. And
that first.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, whatever I want to do. Okay, let's look at this. Twine and red ribbon. Masculine, feminine, you know. Karen's from the city, I'm from the farm, so this is just perfect.
I was from the city of 3,000, you know.
And I was from the farm of 7. Cows, horses, pig, sheep. No donkeys. No ducks. Dog named Bozo. Bunch of cats. Okay, I think I'm doing okay so far. But I might run out of space.
I just have a question for you, Tim. Is this the part of the box you want people to look at?
No, I'm not done yet.
You're just.
I'm not done
You're
yet.
just going on.
On and on and on. Yes.
That maybe.
Okay, now, tying ribbons is really my forte. Not.
Yeah, a bunch of you are saying that you're unmounting your old wood-mounted stamps. Yes.
Okay.
They do take up less room.
Now we put a finger there, but how do we do that?
Yes, it is the stamp set that matches the ribbon.
Oh, right over here.
Right over here?
To the side, yeah. Can you imagine how well this would work if I practiced a little more?
Well, we really don't give many Christmas gifts, and that's probably a good idea. Put Tim in charge of the wrapping.
Okay. I am all thumbs. What is going on here? Okay, here. I think I got it. Oh, she... That didn't work.
What do you think, Tim?
I don't know.
You can fix it for the camera, for the vlog tomorrow?
No. Let's fix it right now. I have no idea what went wrong. Okay. Okay, Holly, this is your fault because you said it's going to last an hour. And it is. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Is there a emoji.
I think maybe this is who you have to send, that first person that guessed about your glasses, Tim. I think this just might be who you have to send them.
Now, that's not very pretty, but we're going to, it's going to do. Now, do we turn this into, what do we do? How do we do that?
Just leave it.
Okay, leave
deal
it.
with it later.
Okay.
add your tag.
Okay. Okay. Are there emojis where people are
Tim,
frowning,
you're still getting
frowning?
hearts, or what are those ones that, like, what does
Like
that
that one?
mean
No,
when they have the
they're
open
angry.
mouth? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
It's
that.
like, what? Yes, that's great. He deserves those.
Okay. Now this.
Oh, thank you, Ruth. I thought you guys can enjoy this because
We're, okay, now look at this. Look at this. Now,
nice.
it was suggested to me that I pound something, but there's candy in there. This is the box, so
There he
a
goes.
little. Okay, I'm still not very happy about that.
You'll see his finished project tomorrow or Monday on the blog.
What do you think?
Okay.
And they are new
I
glasses.
guess I'm going to be happy to get it.
I think they would be. Thank
Okay.
you all. Okay, I think we're back to Karen.
Yes, and
This is going to be an hour and a half show.
I know. I said no. I have a couple more things. I'll make them quick, but we want to finish the box ideas today. So here's one that I just love. This is for a crafter. Did you know our test tubes fit right in these two? How cool is that? And so I did a punch. I just did the one, do something creative every day. Thought this would just make a great gift for somebody who likes to craft. But I thought, how fun. We'll just tack that on there. And then what I was going to do for my bow is just loop this around a few times. Since I have plenty of this ribbon, and you know when you take it apart, you can use the ribbon for something else. I'll put that in the middle and tie my knot. So I filled these test tubes with all kinds of little things that we sell. We'll see if this works because I haven't tested this either, and I know it works well with the tinsel ribbon, but I don't know how well it works with the other. But if nothing else, I would cut the ends off and then just have it kind of be fluff, but I think it'll be good. And you know, fabric or ribbons just kind of fit with the craft idea, a ribbon that you can use then in your crafts, right? So that's going to go on, and you'll see all the different little sequins, little doodads. Some of the tinsel ribbon is in here because that doesn't matter how scrunched up that gets. And these are some of the strips from the little gems. Chris said she'd watch for 4 more hours. Yeah, right. Well, this is too fun. But my other idea for this, that would be a really fun gift, I think, would be to put in different sprinkles for cake. I'm thinking as a gift for a child. Just make them all very colorful. And then when you tie it up, you could add like a mixing spoon if you wanted, and you could put under it a cake mix, and then the little note say for, wouldn't even have to have the cake mix if your note is saying an afternoon of baking, you know, with me. Wouldn't that be a fun thing to give? We did when the kids were young, we would do St. Nicholas gifts. You put your shoe out on December 5th, and then they would always get something to start the season with. It would be music, a book, or an activity. This could be fun for that, and then make it a holiday cake, you know, just something you're doing to remember that this kind of marks the beginning of our season.
Or cupcakes.
Yes, you could have little Christmassy cupcake holders, you know, so you could have all the things that go with it, and then this sitting on top. But anyway, I think that's a fun idea. Yes, or sprinkles for ice cream too, and then just, you know, have it be an ice cream making day. I mean, there's just a lot of, just, you know, we're talking about like doing little thoughtful things that just make Christmas kind of fun. And I guess I just have one more, so we're not doing too bad here. Okay, now I'm going to make a gift for getting a bunch of phone calls. I don't usually, so it really could be my mom. So I'm not sure, but so this is going to be a gift for a little girl. Okay, so what I've done this time is I put my box together and then I cut off the top flap because it's going to be like a little purse idea. And then for the bottom of it, I have cut out, so I have my dimensions here again. Yet again, I'll put this on the blog. So I want you to see partly what's in the box too. So I have a piece of cardstock that is 7 3/8 by 4 3/4. Okay, and then I am going to score it going this way, put the short end across, and then I'm going to score it at 2 inches and 2 3/4. And this is what will fit. So this is what I'm going for. This will fit the bottom. And you see it's going to be one of those purses where you see the bottom and then it's there. And then on the sides, I'm going to score it at 3/4. So I'll do one side and then flip it and do the other side. Okay, so there's my pattern. And then I'll cut in my little flaps there. And this one. And for doing boxes, I like to do this. I want some nice sharp creases. And I'll make sure those are too. Okay, so I think I'll just need a little tape on the, you know, and as I make this, think of all the other things you could use the same idea for, because it just really is about you take an idea and then you make your own things. Oh yeah, I'm expecting to see a few orders for acrylic boxes. I said, they're just so fun. Acetate. I did it again. Do you guys know when you say a word wrong once, it just comes back to haunt you? I start saying that. We would, they'd be really, really sturdy if they were acrylic, I guess. Okay, so now we are going to put this on. So you can see what this is going to do is just fold up right around my box. And I haven't made this, so if it doesn't work out, then, you know, you'll see the finished project on the website. I always have that as my backup plan here. Oh, but look, it worked. Okay, so here is the bottom of my purse. Okay, now I'm going to put some ribbon. I'm using Berry Burst because of the things that I'm going to put inside, but I'm going to do that part last. So now again, I'm going to take this tape and I'm going to run it from there all the way down and up the other side. And I'm just, you know, good enough is good enough. It's often my motto when it comes to things like this. I'm not being too concerned about getting it on straight, because it's going to be filled with goodies, you know. Okay, so I'm going to press that on. Okay, and I will take one. I'm going to take them all off and just see how this works. So I'm going to take that. And then this one. And then I need my, oh, here's my ribbon. So I'll start with my ribbon underneath one of these. Okay, and I'm going to press it and have it come way up here. Now I could also have used pattern paper. I could do a lot of things. I just did this because what's going to be inside is pretty busy. So I thought we'll just kind of go for this look. Pink and black would also be a fun look with that black glitter paper. But I started with what was going in the box, and that's why I picked my color. Go around that and get that fairly even. Okay. And now I'll put that in the bottom with some glue dots or more of that, but I don't need to mess with that. So here is my little girl's purse. And then inside, I just have little things that would fit in a purse. So we have some little stickers. We have a mirror. So this is actually something that, you know, could keep them busy for a while. I have some Post-it notes, and you see the pink theme here, pink and purple, and a little pen and some cherry. Oh, and actually, I'll bring this up higher so you see that. You can see I could make this any length, so I could make this a much smaller. I could do a sideways smaller box too, but since I wanted to put a bunch of these goodies in and a little thing. And then, of course, a gift card. So just a fun thing, again, with a note or a gift card for a store. So you just do a little $10. And, you know, I'm sure this little girl doesn't necessarily want a Starbucks card, but it's what I had. But then that goes in there. And I thought, what a fun little way of wrapping up a gift card. And these other things are just little things from the dollar store, but any little things that you have. So just, Sharon says this big girl would like that purse too. You know what? And that's true. You could put cards in here too. This would fit. So you could also do it as a card theme, or you could put in, something, yes, that a big girl would like. This is so true. But I just think, you know, little girls would just love doing this. Or for a little girl's party, wouldn't these be fun little favor bags? You know, they're inexpensive and they're fun. And it's what they could package their little things in. So,
All right.
that is it.
Time just flew.
Yeah. So I just wanted to remind you again about $50 orders in December. Get these lovely sets of cards, and the information on how to make them will be on my blog. But you'll just get a variety. So it's just, you know, whatever you get. And if you do the gift card holder disappeared on me. Oh, it's right here. If you order a gift card from me, and this pattern will also be on there, this is what you get from me. And if you order a $50 gift card for Christmas, you'll also get this as a gift. And if you order this for yourself, you can re-gift this by putting in a gift for some other thing. And that's right. So we're going to have a great December. Next week, we're going to be back with more quick and easy gifts. That's, you know, really the kind I like to do. The little thoughtful things that are just fun to give. So, oh, and, you know, you could do a bag for a boy, too, out of this. You know, that's fun. Someone just mentioned that. But you could put in superhero things and make it more like a backpack kind of look, or a briefcase look. Just put a thing over the top. Put the thing on the top. You could do whatever you want.
Because most boys carry briefcases.
Well, Tim has a purse, so, you know, he would love getting this, too. You know, some people call it a merce, a man's purse. But I don't know how guys get away without it. You know, pockets just aren't that big. So, you know, you just make it look masculine, and it's a bag. It's all perfect. Thanks, you guys, so much. And Iris, thank you for sharing. And thanks to all of you who shared this video. We'll be back Monday night with more cards to show you, or just a short show. And then next Thursday will be round 2 of quick and easy gifts. So enjoy those acetate boxes, and thank you all.
Goodbye, y'all. See you in December.
That's right.
Oh, you know what? I can't. We have a note. We have a message that came up.
Oh, so you can't close it?
I can't close it until I.
What does the message say?
Storage is almost full.
Oh, well, good thing we're ending. And thank you, Marilyn, for sharing too. Bye.
Bye.
We will try them again.